Hey everybody, thought I'd share with you some additional thoughts on how to make your first 10 sales. Now, in the world of Mavrix, what we do is we want you to make your first 10 sales and to add $50,000 in cash. And quite frankly, the video that I did earlier, and this is one of our most favorite videos, our most popular videos, so I thought I'd dive a little bit deeper and give you some more insights as to how you actually go about making your first 10 sales to your patients for cash-based procedures. And this is even if you have failed to do that in the past. So I'm going to go over those for you here in just a moment, but I just want to let you know, if you look down below, we're hosting a very special event for just 12 doctors. It is a one-day event. We're going to be hosting it in Arizona. You'll see the details just below. You can click the link. And this is for those of you that want to really dig deep and spend a day with me, learning about our system and going from there. So checking out all the details around that. So let's talk about these 5 things that you can do in order to make your first 10 sales. The first thing is that the big mistake people make is they don't offer it to everybody. So I want you to offer the cash services to everyone. I don't want you to self-select.
Hey, I'm Matthew Galogli, and I'm a maverick. Well, what is a maverick? A maverick goes against the grain. We find our own way. And if you're sick and tired of being pushed around by the insurance companies, come join us. We'll show you the way out. And you'll love medicine again.
A lot of times people think, oh, this person doesn't dress very well, their car is beat up, they came in here with a bunch of Walmart bags full of medication, their shoes are ratty, they're wearing terry cloth shirts or whatever. That's a huge mistake. Or don't think, oh, I'm not going to offer it to my people that are on Medicare, because those are actually your best patients. Your best patients are going to be 60 plus. So what I want you to do is offer it to everybody. Don't self-select. No. Then that leads to the question is, how do I offer it to everybody when I only have 15 minutes? Well, the second thing you want to do is that what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are using video like this to pre-screen and pre-qualify your prospects so that they're ready and willing and able to buy. So the point is that when they come into the office, you should have a 7 to 9 minute video that talks about the advantages of using regenerative therapies or functional medicine or whatever it is. And so what they'll do is then they will be preceded. And when you walk in the door, they'll say, tell me more about that. So you offer it to everybody and you offer this video to everybody. I don't care if they're there for a follow-up visit. What you do is you go and you offer it to everyone and you have everyone watch this pre-framing video. Third thing is you have to increase prices. Now, we have a webinar that we're going to be publishing here shortly about the science and psychology of price, but here's the fundamental thought, is that what you charge tells your prospect everything that they need to know about the quality of your services. Now, think about this. If you're buying a car, what's the difference between an $80,000 car and a $20,000 car? Well, some of you might say, well, it depends. Well, but the reality is that our brain believes that the $80,000 car is going to be more reliable, it's going to be better quality, it's going to last longer, all of those things. So what you charge, if you think, well, my patients, I have to charge lower amounts, my patients aren't going to pay for anything. Actually, the fact that what our studies show and what the behavioral science studies show, and there's thousands of these studies, and we'll break those down for you in another webinar. And also what we see anecdotally in our clinics is the more you charge, the more likely people are to convert. In fact, when you're charging $700 or $900, say for a regenerative PRP injection, they'll be like, oh, that sounds too much. You start charging $2,900, they'll go, oh, is that it? Happens all the time. So I want you to bump your prices. The first frame where everybody needs to be is at least $1,500. And then for a single PRP injection, we want to see closer to $3,000. And then it goes up from there. All right. So fourth thing that you need to do is you have to have a proven script. Most people, what they do is they present the option of doing regenerative therapy, something like this. Well, you know, we could do these blocks, or we could do corticosteroid, or we could do this, or we could do physical therapy. And those are covered by insurance. Or I had this thing that's not covered by insurance, and the patient goes, how much? And you say $700, and they go, I'm not interested. I want it covered. Okay, that's not how it works. You have to remember is that everyone buys on emotion. Every single purchase you've ever made in your life is based on emotion. We have an entire training on that. If you have a copy of our book, The Anatomy of a 7-Figure Medical Practice, in that book, you will see a link to free training, and we talk about this. But here's the thing. You have to have a proven script. Now, we have a big money script, and our doctors at first are like, well, I don't know if I want to ask these questions. There's 9 questions. Once they start asking the questions, and they ask them in order, and they ask all of them, they're like, oh my God, the patient is ready to buy. Because what you're doing is you're creating a desire for them to buy. Remember, they're not buying a procedure, they're buying a better future. As someone who is an avid golfer, When I've had my elbow done, my knee done, and my back done, I wasn't buying a procedure. What I was doing is I was buying the ability to play golf, my favorite thing to do. My wife just had a tear in her hip, and she had BMAC and PRP. She wasn't buying a procedure. She was buying the ability to walk up the steps. Okay? Like, this is what people are buying. And then the fifth thing is always sell packages. Now, when I say always, when you're first beginning, you're just going to be raising your prices on an individual thing. But as you grow and mature, then we're going to put together packages. And you may find this hard to believe, but our clients are routinely charging $10,000, $15,000 or more for regenerative therapies. In the functional medicine space, they're charging more than that. They're charging $10,000, $15,000, $25,000. I have some clients that are charging $75,000 for a year-long package. Do they sell a lot of them? No, but if you sell 2 or 3 in a year, what would you do with an extra $150,000 or extra $225,000? Some of you, that's going to be 50% of your annual revenues. So don't be afraid. Look, medical school doesn't teach you, train you how to understand business. But that's why we're here. Okay? That's why the Mavrix are here. This is why we have this group of people that are here to support you. And it's not just me, and it's not just our team. It's doctors. If you've been following us for quite some time and you're not happy with where you are, click the link below and join us for our one-day event. Get to know us, meet some of our doctors, get to know our staff, get to understand how passionate we are about helping you get free. My name is Matthew Gologly, and I'm the Chief Maverick at Mavrix Profit System. Why don't you come and be a Maverick? Join us. Let's help you transform your financial future. Let us give you more time off. Let us help you get rid of the burnout. Let's help you fall in love with being a doctor again. All right, we'll see you. Take care.